Hi guys, FreezeMyDrip here, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going over all the changes and effects of Sword and Solace Northgard update. If you haven't played Northgard in a while, then this video will tell you why you need to pick it back up again. The developers over at Shiro Games did a fantastic job of completely changing the player experience, but still making the game feel like Northgard in regards to multiplayer. Before I get ahead of myself, we are going to talk about the details of this update and the impact it had on the game. The update has been out for around 2 weeks now, and I felt this video was necessary because I saw a lot of players jumping into games without knowing the changes, which can skew not only your placement matches, but your teammates' placement matches as well. This update addresses certain features of the game such as focus on UI, multiplayer experience, military aspects, and clan balancing. I'll save the clan balancing for other videos to make sure this video doesn't run on too long, and they also mention some bug fixes and small general changes that don't impact the game, so I'll be skipping over those as well. As far as the UI rework goes, I won't talk about this too much, but it looks great and was much needed simplicity for easier navigation and contextual information on game options. You can now see your name and rank and ornament on the main menu. In single player, you now have the ability for more customization options such as setting each AI difficulty. One of the nicest changes they made to the UI was the ability to check the list of existing lobbies while hosting and joining a game. This way you don't have to lose your spot in a lobby to check if any new lobbies opened up. You can also now filter multiplayer games based on what type of lobby settings you want. There are new backgrounds for clan selections with more information about the playstyle and overview of each clan. Some of my favorite backgrounds are the Kraken and the Lynx. Each clan has a 3-star rating system in categories for difficulty to learn, development, military, and support. 3 stars being hardest to learn, and for the other 3 categories, 3 stars being strongest. Northgard has expanded their ranking system by adding a new tier between Gold and Rim Steel, which is Gemstone. All players start each season at 300 glory points, and your first 10 games you will have a larger impact on your rank, aka placement matches. Glory points go up to 1000 now, with a different rank every 200 glory points. In the order from lowest to highest, we have Wood, Stone, Iron, Gold, Gemstone, Rim Steel. You will only be able to enter games if you are in the same glory point range as the host, and the current range is 150. This is a very wide range, but it seems to work with how far they expanded the GP, going from 0 to 400 now to 0 to 1000. And one of the biggest changes they made to the multiplayer experience is no more family shared accounts are able to play ranked matches. Players would create smurfs on family accounts and playing games much below their normal GP and ruin the experience for other players in the lobby. So basically no more smurfs in Northgard, which is awesome. The military paths pre-update were simplistic but ineffective. Most clans didn't reach their second, let alone first tier of their military path before the game was decided with the first skirmish. The paths have been modified with 4 tiers in total, accessible at 50, 500, 1500, and 3000 military experience. Each first tier grants the ability to generate military experience, which allows non-military clans to be able to reach further down their paths. The tactical path has been renamed to leadership, and at 50 military experience, you unlock bodyguard. Bodyguard can now taunt to aggro enemies to protect your war chief. Your war chief produces military experience for each military unit in the same zone, which maxes out at 10 units. The cooldown to recruit a bodyguard has been reduced to 3 months. At 500 military experience, you unlock Armed Wing of the Clan. Your chief benefits from all forged weapons. At 1500 military experience, you unlock First Line of Defense. Your chief gives a 10% defense bonus for all units in the zone. At 3000 military experience, you obtain Rally. Your war chief can use Rally ability, granting your military units a 30% attack and speed buff for 5 seconds. This path is primarily for clans with multiple war chiefs and high DPS war chiefs, such as the Horse and the Snake. The next military path is the Guardian, which is the old defense path. At 50 military experience, you have Oversight, access to a new building, the Watchtower. The Watchtower scouts nearby zones and produces military experience. Upkeep is also less expensive than a defense tower. At 500 military experience, we have Call to Arms. This is a passive ability placed on your town hall. Every 6 months, you receive militia to help defend your territory. They cannot leave allied territory, and you can have a max of 4. Suppressing Fire is the next tier at 1500 military experience. You gain a free watchtower upgrade each year. Human units in a zone with a defense tower or watchtower gain 10% defense. Each watchtower adds +1 to warband, and if upgraded, +2 to the warband. The last tier is Hold the Line at 3000 military experience. You can place spike walls in a zone that will deal damage when an enemy tries to engage. This path is primary for players going for a win condition other than domination. Also useful for clans with raid abilities like Kraken and Raven. The third new path is Legions, which used to be the attack path. At 50 military experience, you unlock Military Base, which allows you to recruit a bodyguard, and if you have more than one military building in a zone, they produce military experience. It also reduces the cost of military buildings by 20%. At 500 military experience, you unlock War Effort. Reduce the base cost of military units by 25%. At 1500 military experience, we have Veterans. Bonus from upgraded camps are 50% more powerful. Lastly, Call of Valhalla. At 3000 military experience. While in a battle zone, your units have 30% attack power and speed bonus. A battle zone is defined as where you have 10 clan units that have died in a certain zone. This path is very strong for clans that take advantage of military camp upgrades and that can form large armies such as Bear, Boar, and Wolf. Northgard wanted to balance and diversify the war units by reworking abilities and reducing the forging costs for weapons. Some of the reworks are, Shield Bearers have Shield Wall, grants a 40% defense bonus for the first 5 seconds when entering a zone. This helps counter the nerf to tile dancing, also increases their base defense by 1 and their projectile resistance by 10%. Axe Throwers now have a longer standard range and their upgrade grants them a double attack. Trackers' range have been increased and their attack has been increased by 50% in general just to be able to keep up with Axe Throwers. The reductions to weapons is now it only takes 5 iron instead of 10, and it takes half the time, going from 6 months to 3 months to forge. It's now cheaper to diversify your warband, whereas it costs the same unit plus 6 crowns and only plus 3 for a military unit of a different type. A lot of new things to try out and test out with this update. It feels like a breath of fresh air. The company is not afraid to alter their game in order to please the community while balancing out the clans. That wraps up this Northgard update video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Follow me on all my socials. Have a great rest of your day.